body bags were whore lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Thursday, this is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so I'm re-recording this because I rambled for way too long the first time I did this, so I'm going to kind of try and cut it down. But yes, I am doing Stay Alive, 2006's Stay Alive. This week's theme is Killer Games Week, and I knew straight away I was going to do this film because I actually quite like this one. I won't be ripping on it too much. I do like it, although there are some pretty big fucking plot holes and annoyances along the way. But yes, basic plot. We open the first 10 minutes. We have the guy who played Peter Petrelli in Heroes. I can't remember his real name. Milo something. So anyways, he's a gamer. He's on the phone to his friend Hutch, who is our main protagonist for the movie. He is playing a game called Stay Alive. It is not out anywhere. He's beta testing that shit. And he dies in the game. He gets thrown over a balcony or something, and then he gets chain wrapped around his neck and he gets hung. He goes into his roommate's room, and she's there with her boyfriend having sex, and the guy's wearing a rubber pig mask for no reason, as you do, because that's such a turn on. And he's like, dude, your character's died in the game. I saw it. It was disgusting. Blah, 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 blah. They go, well, we haven't been playing for hours. This becomes apparent later on that this is a fucking thing you need to hear. So anyways, Hutch is at his workplace with his boss, and he is talking to him about games because they're both avid gamers. At this point, Loomis, the friend, has died in real life. He died the exact same way that he died in the game, as did his two friends. So, Hutch is at work. He gets a phone call to say, look, your friend Loomis is dead. And then we cut straight to the funeral where he meets Abigail, who was a friend of Loomis's roommate. So, we have about 5 or 6 characters in this. We have Hutch, we have his girlfriend October, we have her brother Phineas, we have their mutual friend Swink, who is played by Malcolm in the Middle alumni. What the fuck is his name? Frankie Muniz! And then, of course, we have, like, little smatterings of people. So, anyways, at the funeral, Hutch gets given a bag by Loomis' sister, I believe it is, with the actual game Stay Alive in it. When he gets back to his girlfriend's coffee shop and they're all talking and stuff, and like, how are you? You've been to the funeral, this is so sad, etc., etc. They get the game out and they decide they're going to have a gaming night and play. They all go back to Hutch's house. We have Abigail, Swink, October, Phineas, and Hutch, and they're all sitting there ready to play with their little headsets on. We also have Miller, who is Hutch's boss that he was talking to. He is at the office playing online with them all. They start playing and they realise that it's kind of a old-timey period piece horror game. So they have to say a prayer to start the game. This obviously means that they get fucking involved in the whole, you know, ring thing where they're going to die in real life. But they don't know this yet. So they say it anyway, and they start creating their little avatars, and they start going through the game. They are on a plantation with like a cemetery, and the point of the game is to take out the Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who is a real life legend. We all know about the Countess, you know, bathing in the blood of like 600 virgins and stuff like that. So they're basically playing on this legend for this movie. They have to take her out in the game. They find loads of little zombie girls and shit like that, and just stuff attacking them. They can pick up a wild rose and drop it in front of a ghost if they can't attack them and they think they're going to die, and that will take the ghost out. This all becomes apparent in real life. So anyways, they finish playing the game, except Miller actually died in the game. The next day when Hutch goes to work, he sees Miller's body and he realises exactly the same way that it was done in the game. So straight away he's going to his friends, look, this is too much of a coincidence. They all died the same way they did in this game. I don't know where it came from. So they decide they need to try and find out where the game came from. You have half the people going, I totally believe you, Hutch. Yes, of course, this is like real. We're all going to die in the same way as the game. There's a spirit in it or some shit. And you get the other half who go, don't be fucking stupid. I mean, I know complete and utter factual evidence tells me that I should believe you, but I'm still not gonna, because that's just crazy, man. You get that going on for about 10 minutes. So anyways, if the body count wasn't enough, they decide they have to A, find out as much as they can about Elizabeth Bathory in real life, and B, find out where this frigging game came from. If that wasn't enough to piss them off, they also have the cops on their back, because Hutch is the common denominator in all of these murders so far. You know, they just believe it's him. Even though factual evidence could probably tell them that, like, there's no way he could have done it, and he had shitloads of alibis, and he was nowhere near the place. They still just go, well, it was him, let's just get him anyway, let's just get on his back. One of the cops plays the game whilst at a well, I don't really know if I should tell you everyone that dies in this, but another person dies out on the highway, gets, you know, knocked down, etc. by the black carriage, and the cop decides to look into the game because they're telling them that the game's at fault, and then he dies too, and it's like, dude, it's not them. Come on, there's something really fucked up going on here. It's not these people. They were nowhere near him. So anyways, at this point they realise that even if you're not playing the game is still playing anyway. So you could just be standing there because you're inactive, and then they can just take you out. So you need to be playing the game. Now you'd think at this point, once they figured that out, that they would all be playing this game, trying to get to the end and take her out. No. The idea is, no, let's not play the game because that's more dangerous. Well, kind of not if you think about it, people. Anyways, at this point they decide that they need to run because the cops are on their asses. And we have a couple more death scenes in this, which were completely pointless. I will not say who it is, but oh, fuck it, I don't care actually. This chick, it was so annoying. They run off to hide from the cops. Okay, we're nearing the end of the film now, people. They run off to hide from the cops because the cops are after them. They go to Loomis's old house. This chick knows they're in danger, knows that they could all die at any moment. They all need to band together. What does she do? She leaves the house to have a cigarette and walks like an entire block away into some fucking house that's under construction. She just wanders in. Like, your life is in danger. Maybe stay with the group. Maybe. You know, people dying, your friends are dead. Just maybe stick with the people. Not go off on your own into a place that's a fucking death trap anyway. That was so annoying. So anyway, she goes in there and she gets taken out. It's at this point that we are literally down to about 3 people. And they decide to find the plantation and take out Elizabeth Bathory in real life, okay? Because the game is giving them clues as such. So they do this. They find the plantation really bloody easily. They go in, they spend about 10 minutes looking around the fucking thing, just looking around the house, and once again, annoyed person over here, because not only did they find this place super easily, but they just walked in. The place is clean, like it's not like 100 years fucking later and it's full of dust like it probably should have been. Clean place, full of Elizabeth Bathory memorabilia. Like her diary is there, and there's dolls with maggots in them there, and just like the torture chambers, just it's there. Has no one been living? Like, how is that house there and no one's like looked in it or something? Like, there must be someone living there. They just found it and walked in, and then they've got everything there for them, and I'm just like, dude, okay. So anyways, we're at the end of the film and he's about to take out Elizabeth Bathory. He found out a way to do it earlier on in the movie. He's going to take her out. The last thing, and seriously last thing that pissed me off about this film, just the one thing. They get separated at one point. 2 of them get separated. He has to go and take her out. This chick gets separated and he's like, here is my last wild rose or something like that, to keep you safe. So he passes it to her. So what does she do? Not keep it and go, right, if she comes after me, I'll throw it down or I'll hold it up and then she'll go away. I'm going to play he loves me not, and pull all the fucking petals off. And then when the petals are gone, the flower won't work and she'll take me, which is exactly what fucking happens. And the stupid bitch ruined the flower and gets strung up by her legs. Like, strung up, upside down, about to get fucking, what's the word, exsanguinated. And you're like, wow, you kind of deserve to die. But yeah, so that is pretty much the end of the movie. There is a huge showdown in the tower, and of course, you know, they walk off into the sunset, and then we have that wonderful little last scene where the game then is getting distributed, and you're like, so did any of it matter? Because they kind of took her out and they kind of didn't then if the game's still being distributed. I don't like it when they do that. It just makes the whole movie pointless. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. But give it a watch, because there really wasn't that much that annoyed me. It was literally just a couple of things in the last like 25 minutes of the movie, just with how simple it was and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's a good film. The acting's not terrible, it's not amazing either, but I like the whole graphics thing. I like the fact that you can watch them playing the game and it's almost like you're watching a separate movie. The graphics in it are kind of like Silent Hill, that kind of look, which is really cool for a horror film, because, I don't know, it just works better. So anyways, I will see you guys next week. Bye.